About 3 minutes into Mexico, and we got pulled over and they tried to extort us for money already. And so still a little bit shaky, so I'm gonna hop on once we get out of this big city and get to some more manageable areas here and just like settle down. We're going to Mexico!
We are on our way to Baja this morning. We slept in a Walmart parking lot, and this morning we're going to get some water and fuel and then exchange our money, and then we're crossing the border. We're super excited, but kind of nervous.
Yeah, but we're not doing it alone.
Yeah.
So going with Allie and Lance, and go ahead and put their link to their channel in the description below, so you can go ahead and check them out. They're the people that we were painting our bus with in the desert, so pretty exciting stuff. But they've been to Baja before, and they're gonna show us how to cross the border, how to get our tourist visas, how to do all that. They've already been helpful with recommending like where to get our Baja insurance from, and yeah, just really nice people, and we've enjoyed hanging out with them. So we're gonna hang out with them more in Mexico.
We're so excited.
We got a full tank of gas, we've got a full tank of water, and right now we're going to the currency exchange to go exchange some of our US dollars into pesos, and then we're getting across the border. We've got walkie-talkies so that way we can talk with Allie and Lance and make sure we're all going to the same place. The border wall right there, this is the line to get in, and this is where we're gonna exchange our currency at.
Our current situation, trying to get in this huge long line to get to the border. We'll see if anybody's nice enough to let us in. We're getting closer.
All right, we are getting closer, and just FYI, right up here, it says campers, vans, and pickups have to use the right-hand lane. So if you're coming into the Mexicali border crossing, go ahead and get in the right-hand lane as far as that sign is concerned.
Here we go. Coming up to the border. So we made it through the checkpoint, or whatever it's called, across the border. They pulled us off and they just did like a quick search inside. Didn't flag us for anything. Andrew was taken inside with our paperwork to get our FMM card for while we're here and our passport stamp. So now we're just following our friends, and
for a little bit.
there we go.
So they pulled us over. We were kind of too scared to film, honestly. And so we just started, doing our thing with the border people. And one of the guys pulled me aside and was able to take me inside with both of our paperwork. And Susanna was able to stay with the vehicle and witness them going through it and whatnot. It wasn't too invasive, which is great. I went inside, decent area inside where we could go ahead and get the passport stamped, fill out the FMMs, which is really convenient because I've heard of people that have to pull over and find a parking to go back and get their FMM. So it's really great that they did it all for us right there. So super convenient, super good. It was $35 per person American, or 700 pesos each. I still don't know if I got ripped off, but I mean, it seems fair to me. So about 3 minutes into Mexico, and we got pulled over and they tried to extort us for money already. And so still a little bit shaky, so I'm gonna hop on once we get out of this big city and get to some more manageable areas here and just settle down. Now it's a little bit after the incident, I've calmed down. through the border crossing, and I went through a light. The light was yellow, it was not red, so there's no reason they should have pulled me over. But I got pulled over by the police, not the border patrol or anything like that, just the regular police. And this officer told me that he had pulled me over because I had run a yellow light, which that's weird because running a yellow light is not illegal. And he spoke great English, so I knew that he knew what he was saying. And he said also that my brake light was out. So sure enough, my left brake light was out, so that one's on me. I have a spare one, so I can replace that. But then he went on to tell me that it was going to be $150 US, which is so weird that a Mexican police officer would be taking $150 US and not like pesos or something. So that was weird because we're in Mexico. And so he told me that we needed to go to the police station. So I said, okay, you know, I was just asking him where the police station was, and so that way I could go there. And he told me that, oh, it was 20 minutes away, and he was telling me about how, like, I could just pay. And so I took out my wallet and, you know, showed him I didn't have very many pesos, and I think I had, like, $30 US on me or something like that, nowhere near what he was asking for. And I said, you know, I've got a card, and you know, I guess it was too much trouble for him or something, so he let me go. I told him he should, you know, I asked him, you know, this is my first time, can you just let me go with the warning? And he did. So that was really cool. But about 3 minutes down the road after I left, there was a police station on the right. So this guy, he wasn't trying to be honest, he wasn't trying to be good, he was just way shady, just trying to extort me. It was crazy. So that was like my first taste of being in Mexico, and so that wasn't a good first impression, of course, but we are going to go ahead and just keep our minds open. So many people have said so many great things about Baja and being down here. So, you know, it's going to go over great. We're just keeping our eyes and our minds open, and we're going to have a good time after this. We are going to a really great beach tonight, so we're really excited about that. Allie and Lance have already been there before, and they're leading the way right now through this beautiful green mountainous area with all these palm trees and stuff. So this is more along the lines of like the paradise that I'm imagining, not, you know, so let's just put this corrupt police officer stuff out of our minds and move on with it. Taking a little break out here. Beautiful mountains out here. Nasty trash. There's like a shrine to like Mary or something over there.
We are almost to San Felipe, and on our drive we can see the ocean. There's the Gulf side of Baja. We're on the east side, headed down, and we're gonna camp somewhere on the beach, which I'm super excited. And Lance and Allie are gonna take us to a restaurant tonight to have real Mexican tacos, which I am stoked about. This is gonna be good.
My first time having tacos in Mexico. This is so exciting. All right, we've stopped for tacos. So exciting. I'm gonna show you around. All these beautiful colors and palm trees, and right down there is the ocean. Super stoked about that. And this will be our first Mexican taco experience. And there is the water. All these little shops and restaurants and whatnot. And we picked a restaurant mainly because they said chips and guac were free here, so that's very exciting.
Por esta sencilla que la caracteriza. No sigo